Have you ever loved something so much that you just want to make it happen every day? Me neither. This is a podcast a day, another day, and it's another pod. And I just gotta say straight off the bat, I'm not trolling. Okay, I'm not, and I do like films. Like, I don't hate all of them, and I'm not trying to be contrarian. I feel like this is all really important because I've realized I'm thinking about like some of the biggest trilogies and franchises in the world that people really like. And like, this isn't just a bit that like my taste is bad and every bad film that I think is bad is actually like somebody's favorite film, like most people's favorite film. That's the whole format for a good reason. I'm recommending films I don't like because they typically are liked a lot by people. It's like I'm only realizing it now after doing, let's see, an episode on like Rogue One. A lot of people really like that, but more so like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. What else have we done an ep on? I can't actually remember now. Like a couple of the Star Wars. I did one on Dunkirk. A lot of people's like, big thing like that. And what did we do? Yes, Avatar. The first Avatar film. And it's like, what do you even watch? What do you even like? And like, for what today's is, which I'm actually like, you don't already know it's in the title, but like, The Matrix. I don't like The Matrix. I don't care for The Matrix, and that is the film of today. The film I'm recommending to you. This isn't a bit. I don't like The Matrix. I don't like Avatar. I don't like... Okay, here's something, right, which you maybe would think this would fall into the same route. Oh, he doesn't like Matrix. Oh, he doesn't like Avatar. Doesn't like Lord of the Rings. Does he even like oxygen and water at this point? How is he living? Type of thing. I like Back to the Future. I do. I like. You know what? Actually, I just need to like get this whole narrative out of the way real quick. That nothing is. I feel like before I shit on another film, which I'm not saying is just bad, but from my opinion, I just need to get out of the way some films that I like real quick. Just to freshen up because it's getting hard out here, guys. It's getting hard out here. Rank your films by highest rated. Here we go on Letterboxd. I like Ratatouille. I do. I did a Pixar film on this. I did Soul. I like Ratatouille. I like. There are films here. I'm just like trying to pick out like popular ones. I like The Truman Show. I do. I like Harry Potter. I'm not going to tell you my favorite because maybe one day I'll rank them for no reason because no one cares. They came out over 2 decades ago, or whatever. 2 decades? No, not that far. About one and a bit. I liked Oppenheimer and I liked Barbie. I liked. Here's a weird one. I liked Marriage Story. I did. I've not been divorced yet. I like Shrek. I know, call me crazy. I liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. I liked some other films that are on here. I liked The Social Network. But you know what I didn't like? Lord of the Rings. You know what I didn't like? Avatar. You know what I didn't like? Which are going on today? The Matrix. And yeah, it's weird. It's like maybe if these films are made, maybe it's no, but I just said The Truman Show. That's an old film. I don't think it is. Sometimes I think I discredit some of my opinions. Maybe they can just be your opinions. I try and pull it down to the fact that maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm not giving films that are like, made before 2005 enough of a chance, or maybe I'm not, opening my mind enough, or maybe it's just because I don't like the actors in them that much that I'm not feeling connected. But it's like I don't know if that's true. I think it's just an aesthetic thing with The Matrix that maybe I don't connect with, or like the tone of it, and the way it's all handled. I just never found it interesting. And that's weird because it's not like these aren't interesting storylines we're going with here. It's like Avatar and Matrix are kind of similar in a sense that, well, not really, but like they're putting on, they're going into like another world kind of thing. Well, not really. I guess Avatar's like he goes into the Vision Pro, and then he goes into like and then the blue people, and then Matrix is like, which pill do you want? Do you want to carry on living life like an idiot, or do you want to know what's really fucking around, or something like that? But let's just get into it. It's directed by Lily Wachowski and Lana Wachowski. This will be an interesting one because I don't know any other thing these directors have done, which is always fun to sort of click on and see if, oh wait, they did one of my favorite films of all time or something like that. It's fun to find out. But welcome to the real world. Yeah, I found that out the hard way a few years ago. Set in the 22nd century. Oh, I literally did Avatar for yesterday's one. Started the exact same way. Set in the 22nd century, which I guess is a whole century away technically from where we are now. But but isn't, but is that far really? Are we not like? I swear, are we not that far from the? Wait, actually, I don't know how centuries work. Well, century is 100, right? But if so, we are in the 21st century now. Oh no, so we're like 80 years away from the 22nd. Then is that right? So like when we go into 20, when the year, because right now I think it's 2021, 2022. So when it starts being 2101, is that the? I don't fucking know. Is it? Because whenever they do these future sort of concepts, like you're going into a machine and you're in this other thing, or like, and they're saying it in like the 22nd century. This was made in 1999 to be fair, but it's like it's not that far away. It's like I like Back to the Future, but in Back to the Future, it's like they go to like 2015, right? Which was like however many years ago, and everyone, and there's like, to be honest, they go to like 2015. Actual life was probably more advanced than life they show in Back to the Future, but just not on a visual standpoint. Like in that film, is that yeah, there's skateboards and they hover, and it's like there's cars but they hover, but it's like there was probably more advanced things going on in 2015 than like a skateboard that does essentially what a skateboard already does, but just without wheels. But anyway, regardless, set in the 22nd century, The Matrix tells the story of a computer hacker who joins a group of underground insurgents fighting the vast and powerful computers who now rule the world. It just wasn't made for me. Just reading that, I'm like, no, 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 no. Like, do you remember those adverts? This is the Matrix fits. This is probably why I don't like it. Now, this might be niche because I don't know if this is like a national thing, like if this was only shown in like the UK, or if this is just or this was like a VHS thing. But on VHSs, I feel like before films would start, on every film there would be like it would like have built into the film, I guess, of the VHS, built-in not adverts, but like build up stuff. And you remember the one which is like down now, and it's the guy hacking and stuff in the green text, and it's like you wouldn't steal the car. Down now, you wouldn't steal a bike. So why would you steal a film? It's like don't pirate, and it's kind of this intense, scary leather hacker sort of loud sort of music, like, and it's just the exact film of it's the exact vibe of this film. I don't know if that those like fucking piracy ads that came out after the Matrix, if the Matrix influenced non-piracy adverts, because people's like the Matrix is about hacking and stealing and green little text on the screen like that comes down and stuff, and it had this music. Like I swear the film ends with like the craziest fucking rock kind of song or some shit. And we think that was sick, so we're gonna make it the whole vibe of our piracy ad. I don't know, but to me, I said this before. It's like w- films and what influenced them. It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg. It's like egg, chicken, egg, chicken. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of the way you find it, right? So it's like, well, I found the egg first if the piracy ad came afterwards, right? And then let's say I found the Matrix. So to me, it doesn't matter if the Matrix did it first or if this piracy thing did it. I don't like the vibe, and the Matrix reminds me of that ad, regardless of what came first, and because that's the way I took it in. That my truth. Yeah, yeah, that's not dramatic at all. Um, Wow! Oh, I nearly choked on my own spit. Crazy. That's disgusting. I gave this half a star, obviously. As most films, that's the whole dealio. And the average rating with 30,000 people giving it one is 4.2. So yeah, my taste apparently is shit. What can we do anyway? Let's check out. Oh, there's separate names, so I guess we can check out films made by either director because there's two. All Matrix stuff. Jupiter Ascending. I feel like I've heard of that, but not heard Cloud Atlas. I've heard of that. It's a bunch of spacey kind of stuff. Nothing I've seen. Literally nothing I've seen though. And then the other, just all the same stuff. Sense8, never seen that either. So no cool finds in the director section. Um, oh my god, and the three top reviews which you also read, pretty long. So oh my god, this one's got a more. We'll read that one last because it's kind of long. Um, First review, 4 stars. This review may contain spoilers. Thanks. Neo being woken up by a kiss officially makes him a Disney princess, right? Um, yeah, I agree. Although literally, I was trying to in my head, I was trying to remember the scene, and honestly, don't remember nothing about this film. What I remember is Neo is Keanu Reeves, and he takes some oxy or whatever, and he starts seeing shit. He takes one of the pills. I actually don't know which pill does what, blue or red. If I had to, I would say, the. What would make more sense to be like the open your mind one? I feel like the a blue pill seems to me more like something that would dull your senses, and the red one would be the more mind opening one. Also, in that weird Voyager, not Voyagers, what's that weird film where they were having sex in space and they're all, Lily Rose De- Depp is in it or whatever. And, that film. They will take the blue or whatever, which like dulls the senses. So maybe blue just kind of is seen more as that kind of color. So I'd guess the red pill opens the mind. If I had to guess. Um, don't remember Keanu. He dodges bullets in like a crazy way. And they fight. They have this weird fighting style, which I just never thought was cool from being a kid to now watching it. And there's this weird scene where he's like attached to like hoses and shit, and he's like being born from like one of them alien-looking eggs that would grow an alien in it, but obviously it was just a fucking scam. Remember those? Yeah. So this next one, 5 stars. I can do a backflip. Cool. And then this other one, 5 stars. This is a behemoth of a reviews. Let's go through. Jim Cummings. I'm so sorry for your last name, mate, but what can we do? When he jumps out to save Morpheus, who isn't gonna make it, and catches him, then they reveal the chain he's attached to, and the helicopter's fuselage is shot. Fuselage? Is he just fuelage? Is shot. Then Trinity has to land them on the rooftop. Then why you? Is this just the script? Did you help write the script? And this is what you helped on. I'll keep going. Then Neo rolls to stop and realizes the woman he loves is stuck on the crashing helicopter, and immediately shores up his strength on the cable. Then Trinity holds the cable and shoots its bearings, then jumps, and the helicopter hits the building and ripples with a special effect you've never seen before. If you saw it at the time, I didn't see it at the time, so I'd seen that kind of thing a lot of times before. Again, perspective, guys, you know what I mean? And she comes crashing into the film plane and breaks the glass. Then the music rises, and he iconically pulls up the cable, and Morpheus walks up behind him almost in tears, thinking, this is the guy. This is the one I've been waiting for years to save the world. And the music screams. That is the height of cinematic craftsmanship to me, and it has been absent from movies ever since. Nothing comes close. 5 star. Okay, so he was describing his favorite moment of the scene, saying that's the height of cinematic experience. Nothing comes close. Have you seen Dune Part 2, my friend? No, but I don't know when that review was written. But honestly, like, I get this might be like your favorite film, and that might be your favorite moment in a film. Like, seriously, that's a sad life. This came out in 1999, and you think films have went downhill a bit, or you think they've lost some creativity, or you think they're not as made in the same. You think you haven't had a single moment, or you haven't liked a single film since 1999? Not even the second Matrix, which I don't know if that's considered better or worse, or if the first one's just good and the rest will suck. I was working in the cinema when the fourth one came out, so I saw large chunks of that one, and yikes. I just want to apologize for some bad jokes we've made throughout today. A bunch of trying stuff, and as soon as I said it, Cringe, not great, bad. Why'd you say that? Just talk about the film. So just want to say I've acknowledged those, and that we're gonna leave the humor to the professionals. Um, but yeah, no, The Matrix. Don't know, just ain't. It just ain't for me, I suppose. Keanu. I'm just not a massive Keanu guy either. I think that's maybe part of the problem. Never really got on the Keanu wave, and the film, yeah, it's very stylized. It's got a certain taste to it. It's like olives, you know, and I don't really fuck with olives if I'm honest. But it makes choices, and a lot, and it reaps the rewards for a lot of those choices. And I'm sure it's influenced a bunch of stuff. And this is the thing, right? People say, you do realize this film you really like was influenced by The Matrix, right? And it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. I never said the film is just straight up bad, generally speaking. I'm just literally saying my opinion on that film alone. I'm sure this film has influenced a lot of things I like, but at the core of it, I don't massively like it. There's a lot of food I like that's got little shavings of certain foods in it, you know, like a little lemon shaving on top of something or a little whatever. But at the core, that ingredient, I might not like to eat that on its own, or I might not like it in its original state. Now, in this way, it's been made in the future with a bunch of other ingredients put together. Maybe it's good. You got little doses of this, yeah. Now my palate is loving it. You know what I mean? You get it. You get it. The Matrix, everyone. I don't know what's next. I'm trying to think. What would be next after them? What should we do? Ah, I got another one. Another big franchise to shit on, and they got a film coming out. I think this year too, which is the clue. Oh wait, I almost stopped this. I didn't review it, did I? I didn't give it a review. That's kind of like the whole thing I got to do here. It's kind of like the whole resolution of these is you got to find a way to review it. The Matrix. Um, what should we say? Let's try and think of something real. Let's go. I'm just gonna say it's like those piracy ads because I haven't got anything right now, and I had to like come back to this because I forgot the review. But yeah, uh, join me tomorrow where we talk, where we blasphemous. Just join me tomorrow.